We're here with Professor Matthew Weitzman from the University of Pennsylvania, who is here in Trieste for the DNA tumor virus meeting organized by ICGEB. So, Professor, can you explain the most recent advancements in our understanding of how viruses interact with and damage cellular DNA, and how these interactions can lead to tumor developments?
Yeah, so this conference is about DNA viruses. So DNA viruses have genomes that look like the genome in every cell of our body. And our body has ways that we detect damage to the DNA. And we've discovered that that same machinery that responds to damage in DNA also responds to viral genomes. And viruses are great tools to understand the key regulators because they often manipulate those. So for example, the guardian of the genome is a protein called p53, and we discovered that by watching how viruses manipulate cells. And that now is a gene that's mutated in over 50% of cancers, and it was discovered by watching how viruses manipulate the cell. There are two ways, I think, by which the cell does that. So it has a DNA repair machinery, and that can either be exploited by the virus or can be a defense against the virus. And then our genomes also have enzymes that make mistakes in viral genomes. They're called apobegs. They're editing, so they basically make editing errors to the genome of the virus. And we're interested in how viruses exploit that. Either they exploit it to get changes that allows them to evolve, or how do they inactivate those enzymes to prevent that. And so these enzymes were discovered by their antiviral activity, defending the genome, but now they're also showing up in many cancers, have these enzymes activated, and they make mutations that lead to tumors and instability in the cellular genome.
Therapeutic approaches are being explored to prevent or to mitigate the DNA damage caused by viruses. And what role might these play in cancer prevention or treatment?
So the more we understand at the basic fundamental level about how viruses interact with cells and how cells defend themselves, the more we can exploit and leverage that information. So this conference is a very basic science conference that probes the mechanisms, but those mechanisms that are harnessed by the virus also present a vulnerability, something we can target to prevent the virus taking over the cell. And so the more we know about the signaling pathways and the repair machinery, the more we can target it in a targeted, personalized way to block the development of those tumors.